See, as I said before, the last 10 years was a history of evolution, of growth of the country and of the industry. And all the stakeholders around the industry were evolving during these 10 years in parallel. And I will include in the stakeholders, allow me to include not only two, but three. I will say one key stakeholder is, of course, the clients. Second one is the workers. And the third ones are institutional, government. I think these three stakeholders were evolving beside us, sometimes at different speed, but definitely with a good momentum, I will say. I will divide the three stakeholders. I will comment on the three. I think clients, as I said, as I mentioned before, clients were understanding that we were not only providers of basic services, that we were growing with them and able to provide more added value services, not as a simple commodity providers, but as a HR service partners. And they were evolving with us, and we have in GI Group examples of clients that started with basic services, and now we are a key stakeholder for them. For the workers, it evolves also parallelly. Probably 10 years ago, they were looking at us as the last chance to get a job sometimes, and definitely not a positive, news to say at home, I will say. And they understood that in many cases, for many clients, this is absolutely not like this. Clients, and together with client us, we understand that the entry to the labor market through staffing is the entry to a job market. This is the first step of a long journey, and we see more and more workers that they start their relation with the companies through a staffing relation, but they continue, and at the end they become more and more important, and they become key workers in their organizations, and they see staffing as the first step into a journey. As a matter of fact, I can tell you, just to give you, I think, in my opinion, where we're going. I think in many cases, staffing is kind of an entry level for a long relationship. In Europe, as you probably know, we see more and more senior, even CXO profiles that they enter the organization through staffing, and they stay a number of months to see if there is a match, if there is a good fit, and then after they enter into the company officially. I don't see India definitely ripe in general speaking for this kind of relations, but I think that's where one possibility of evolution for the industry. And last but absolutely not least, also there is an evolution on the government, on the regulators, that they understand more and more that we can be, allow me to say, a tool, not only for them, but for the Indian economy overall, that brings a tremendous amount of flexibility and a tremendous amount of formality. It contributes to the formalization and to the generation of well-being, taxes, and employment at the end of the day. They understanding more and more this, and they understanding that we have a voice, and it's an interesting voice because we are an essential key player, and that we are definitely in this one in the same boat, and a profitable collaboration can bring only success to the country.